Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Magic the Gathering with me, Udalad. Today we are doing the last day of this Simic Ascendency idea that we've been working on through the week. Now this is the first deck, the deck that we have been playing, and it is working really well. Let's be honest, it is really good. The growth spirals doing their work, Nissa's Triumph, like all is actually working surprisingly well. Now, just because of that, and because I am an annoying bastard, I was like, well, we already got this deck to work, so let's try this with another idea. So, I have created this deck yesterday, or today even, actually. Yeah, today even. And we'll see what we can do with this. So this is basically a Merfolk's deck, which bases on Proliferate to win with the Simic Ascendency. So the plan is we pump out a crap ton of Merfolk, give them a lot of +1/+1s, so everyone has at least one. Then we play out Simic Ascendency and we proliferate, so that we get a crap ton of tokens that way, or +1/+1s, and hence the Ascendancy also get growth counters. And that is the idea of the win. Now, I've tried this out a tiny bit, not working super well. I'm thinking that we should be removing one planet-wide celebration. The planet-wide celebration is a real, like, last line of defense. We can create 2/2 citizen tokens, we can return permanent cards from our graveyard, we can gain life, and we can proliferate with it. So it's kind of a late game Hail Mary, almost. And it really does work when you actually get it off, but the problem is we don't get it off enough. So I think removing one and adding another... Oh right, that's why I only have 3 Deep-Root Elites. I would love to have 4 of those. Okay, well, we're gonna add another Kumina, because he is also one of our very important victory conditions. He is usually the way that we get +1/+1 counters on all our Merfolk, sorry. For some reason they just remind me of Murlocs. Anyway, we have the Skydivers here as some flyer protection as well, plus these give you +1/+1 counters when they enter the battlefield, and they can proliferate. So we have a couple of ways to proliferate. We have Contingency Plan, we have the Simic Ascendancy. Well, it doesn't really proliferate, but we can give counters. And we have the Skydivers. We also have Planet-Wide Celebration. That is basically our ways to proliferate. But let's get into it immediately, because I feel like this deck could be... The thing with this deck, it's not a bad deck. We win games a lot with it. I mean, it is a Merfolk deck after all. The problem with it is that we're not winning with Simic Ascendancy. So, it's technically not a problem, I guess. But, you know, I kind of wanted that to be the victory condition. But I feel like this is kind of an okay keep, maybe. The thing is, like, it's a really okay keep if we were only going Merfolk, but to get Planet-Wide Celebration out with this keep is gonna be really hard. But I feel like it's super worth it. Like, going Growth Spiral on turn 2, hopefully getting Deep-Root Waters out kinda early is gonna be really good. Plus, we have a Contingency Plan to draw cards in case of emergency. I do love that we do have a Contingency Plan as well. Ooh, Vicious Rumor. Oh, what do we discard? Probably the Planet-Side Celebration, let's be honest here. Ooh, River's Rebuke. I guess that's kind of cool. Let's play a Forest. So he's probably a discard deck now that I think about it. Let's do Growth Spiral and see what we pull. Another Contingency Plan. We need more land. We need one more land, and we are actually kind of in a really good spot. But, well, I mean, that's the problem. We need another land. Well, would you look at that? Let's do Deep-Root Waters. We can take some damage from the Bloodthirsty Area list. Hopefully we get one more island, and then we can play both the Merfolk Skydivers at the same turn. Which would be really nice. Ooh. Ow. Not the best thing that could happen, but I feel like it's okay. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. We got a lot of 1/1s to block the Vampire of the Dire Moon. Ah, this figure? Really? Rude. Well, we're gonna get a Merfolk Skydiver, and we can cast Contingency Plan to, like, screw that up as well. I feel like actually, yeah, killing this off is probably gonna be worth it at this point. I feel like that was kind of okay trading. Like, yeah, it's a 4/5, but I think we can handle that. Let's be honest. Especially if we get a lot of these tiny little merfolks out there. We do need some more land though. Like one more island would be really nice. Oh my god, he is pulling the perfect removals for those each time. Like every time. I feel like we're doing more damage to him though than he is doing to us, but at the same time it is kind of risky. Maybe we do need to contingency plan here. No. Wow. Well, I guess we're going face. At least that's 5 damage, so that's something. But we do need way more land. We need like 3 land stat, and we probably won't be able to survive until we get that. Which kind of sucks, because like him winning with just having the Bloodthirsty Aerialist is kind of the definition of what is the problem with this deck. We do not have any hard removal. That is a massive problem. We are basically dead at this point. We might as well concede. So we definitely need a way to handle flyers, or like something that cannot be blocked by our regular dudes, because we do not have a lot of removal. The highest amount of removal that we have is the River's Rebuke, which is not a lot, let's be honest. So maybe what kind of removal would we want? I feel like enchantment kind of removal would be nice. Blink of an Eye is always really nice, but I feel like going for kind of like, let's see here. Enchantment. I feel like going for like Kasmina's Transmutation, something like that. Maybe Deep Freeze, actually. Deep Freeze is actually kind of a good one. Also, there's always Capture Sphere or Water Knot. Both of those are really good. Water Knot is actually, I think, better. Capture Sphere, you pay 1 more mana for it to be flash, but I'm not sure that it matters at that point. That is such cool art, by the way. Your contract is in default. You belong to me now. Serve or die. Nicole Bolas. Probably going like 2 cheeky little Water Knots might help this out a bit. The question is, what do we want to remove for that? The Kamina Speaker is not a super requirement for this deck, I feel like. Yes, they are really good early game, but we are not... To consider is that after all, our late game or our victory condition is aiming for Simic Ascendency, not beating down the enemy. So actually losing some of those guys, not that horrible. Yes, it removes Merfolks that can proc our Merfolk spawning enchantment. I don't remember the name of it, but I feel like that is something that we can deal with. This is an okay keep, I think. We have 2 growth spirals to draw cards with, plus we're starting with a Simic Ascendancy. This is actually the first game that I've started with a Simic Ascendancy with this deck, so that feels good. Do we want to growth spiral here? I think we do. Ooh, nice. Boom, let's scry a bit. A Kumina Speaker, sure, why not? So next turn we can play the island, Simic Ascendency, Merfolk Skydiver. I feel like that is a good plan. And we can save the growth spiral for a little bit later, when we have some more mana free. Well, it kind of depends on what he plays as well. The thing is, like, playing the Simic Ascendency immediately is not a must. It is nice to get it out really early, so that we don't have to worry about spending that mana on the late game. But at the same time, we can growth spiral. Maybe actually Simic Ascendancy and growth spiral is a better solution here. Might be. Might be. Our friend Lei is having some real issues with choosing what to play. Oh. I didn't have any water. Single tear. Let's see here. Come on, Lei. Okay, so he is AFK. Good to know. Now we can do Simic Ascendancy and Growth Spiral. Oh damn. Perfect. We can also play the Kumina Speaker. I feel like we're going to be winning this game. Unless he comes back like quite soonish. He played a land the first turn, so he obviously was there for the first turn. So I guess we'll see what kind of happens. This is gonna be a long game. Is it like an automatic surrender if he doesn't play anything, or like if he loses one more timer? I feel like it should be like a thing. I guess we're going to hit him. Might as well. So I've been thinking a bit about like YouTube, Twitch, stuff like that. I've been interested, for those of you that do not know, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but I am a chef. I study in Sweden to, a gastronomy program, so more advanced cooking. And for a while now, I've been wanting to make some cooking videos. Probably not on this channel, I'd probably make a new channel. But I am seriously considering it, and I'll see what happens. If I would do that, sadly I would probably not have time for both this YouTube channel and my cooking channel at the same time. Like, I am studying after all at the same time. So we'll see what happens there, but I'll be sure to let you guys know kind of what I decide, depending on how it goes. I'd have to try it to begin with, see if it actually works. Well, that was a simple game. Let's get into the next one. Hopefully we face someone that is actually at the computer. Would be kind of interesting. So yeah, I've been thinking of doing some sort of like cooking channel. Could be kind of interesting. Tell me what you guys think. Obviously, it might not be in your interests, like cooking is a bit of a different thing, I'd say, but at the same time, would be nice to know your opinion. At that point, I would probably, if I would do that, I would move my probably all of my gaming content would be live streamed instead, so that I have a better schedule in that sort of sense. I don't have 3 different kind of places where I need to put my focus, so to speak. Deep Root Elite. Let's see if he has any removal to kill that with. He very much might. I mean, he is playing a red deck after all. I am expecting a shock. Oof. The Cavalcade is actually really annoying. Like, it is such an annoying card. Come on. Infuriate? Okay. Ooh. That's a big oof. That's 7 damage. Yeah, this is definitely the choice here. Even though I missed like 2 growth counters on Simic Ascendency, I feel like this is definitely the choice. There we go, so both of them become 2/2s, can block this Torch Courier. The thing is, like, everything he has is going to be a 1 power thing. So we're gonna keep defensive because I'm expecting kind of some more haste, and I want more blockers because we are getting kind of low. He could quite easily kill us, especially if he has some more haste creatures. So that is kind of the danger of it. But I feel like we're starting to balance out a little bit. Oh crap, that is actually really bad. Well, he can't really attack. I guess that's the positive part. Let's see here. Simic Ascendency. Boom, thank you. Come on. Come on, death for Skipper. And then we do a Deep Root Elite. Boom. Give that to him. Yep. Oh, I thought he would proc on himself, but maybe not. Interesting. For some reason I thought that was definitely the case. Oh well. We have counters on all of this, so actually proliferating with the Merfolk Skydiver is a really good idea. I mean, he's gonna have to attack, right? He probably has some buffs, otherwise he wouldn't attack. World Cycle. Interesting. Interesting little deck he has. Let's use the Temple of Mystery to actually see what kind of crap we have here. Let's throw away that land. We don't need that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let's Simic Ascendency this. Thank you. Oh, I actually never thought about it, but Proliferate will actually allow us to like buff the Simic Ascendency as well. Him attacking just with the Torch Courier is going to be really annoying. If he has more buff cards, we might be in a really bad position. Ow. So we are definitely in the definition of a bad position. We are actually dead, I think. Yeah. There we go. That was kind of a cool deck by him. The Cavalcade decks are very strong. They are usually very strong. But playing them with the buffs, I don't think I've seen that before. Like just playing it with like all those buffs. On turn buffs. That is kind of interesting. That is kind of cool. We'll see if this will be the last game, but we'll see if we can get the Simic Ascendency off. Obviously this deck is way harder to pull it off than the other one. But I think it can be done. We just need to pull the Simic Ascendency. The thing is, like, I have only pulled the Simic Ascendency like 2 games I played with this deck. And both of those games have been here, like, while recording. So I am not sure of the possibility of actually getting the combo off. I feel like it's very possible, but, you know, sometimes it just ain't. I think that's a good plan. Probably. We do want a little bit more land. Maybe it is a bad idea to have the... It might actually be a bad idea to have the... oh frick, what's the name? the planet-wide celebration. It is probably not that good now that I think about it. Oh, all lost thought. That might be useful? Question mark. As long as we don't throw away Simic Ascendancies, I'm actually fine with that. Proliferate. That's fine. Boom. Let's play a Deeproot Elite and hope that we'll pull a Simic Ascendancy in a while. Would be very nice. So he is going to be a mill deck, I'm assuming, since he is actually playing with Wall of Lost Thought. And there are better walls to play with if you want something else. So let's actually start getting these guys out there. Buff that. Buff that. And another one. Another! Buff that. Buff that. No attacks. And next turn, if we're lucky, we pull a Simic Ascendancy, then we can do the contingency plan and just give a crap ton of counters. But let's be honest, I'm not usually that lucky. It's just not me. I'm not that lucky guy. Cloudkin Seer. Yep. As expected. Let's do the Jungle-born Pioneers though, because this is actually kind of cool. There we go. Boom, that is a very big boy army here. Oof, that's some Deeproot Elites. Let's swing. We'll see if he double blocks the Deeproot Elite. He might actually do that. Maybe not. Interesting. Why would he... Oh, that is a bad idea. Why would he block? Why did he not block the 3? Feels weird. Oh well, whatever. We're gonna be getting another Deeproot Elite as well. So the amount of 1/1 counters are going to be flying off the shelves. It's going to be insane. Oh, there we go. That's the last game of the week. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed these videos. I'm not going to be releasing a video on Monday. Sadly, I am preoccupied, so I won't be able to make one until Monday. But the rest of the week, we'll be continuing onwards. We'll probably not make this kind of thing. Maybe we'll do like a laddering video. I might just take one of my decks, the one that I actually like playing a lot, and we'll try to ladder a bit, see if we can get anywhere on the ladder. I feel like that could be kind of interesting. But let's be honest, looking at these two decks, Hydra deck, very good at Simic Ascendancy. Merfolk deck, not so good. But remember to like if you liked the video. Also comment down below what you thought of the deck, and also what you think about live streaming. Should I be moving over there? Is it worth it? Is it better? Well, I want your opinion. And also subscribe and hit that bell, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.